In this video, we'll try to understand how to draw cam profile in case of roller follower. So the problem statement is given over here. So we have to design a cam for operating the exhaust valve of an oil engine which is required to give uniform acceleration and retardation during opening and closing of the valve, each of which corresponds to 60 degree of cam rotation. The valve must remain in the fully open position for 20 degree of cam rotation. So this is the dwell position that is given. The lift or stroke of the follower is 40 mm and minimum radius of the cam is 40 mm. The follower is provided with a roller of radius 20 mm and line of stroke of the roller is passing to the axis of the cam. So there is no offset that is provided. So with the help of animation, we'll try to understand how to draw the cam profile. So first we'll write down the data which is given to us. So outstroke is 60 degree with uniform acceleration and retardation. Return stroke is also 60 degree with uniform acceleration and retardation. Dwell period is 20 degree. Lift of the follower H or S is 40 mm or 4 centimeter. Minimum radius of the cam is 40 mm or 4 centimeter. Roller radius is 20 mm or 2 centimeter. Now prime circle radius is nothing but it is the minimum radius of the cam plus roller radius. So it is 40 plus 20 mm, that is 60 mm or 6 centimeter. Now the most important part is to choose the scale which is there. So scale that we will choose depending upon the data which is given to us is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 degree. So therefore outstroke will be 60 divided by 10, that is 6 centimeter. So we can divide it into 6 equal parts. Return stroke is also 60 degrees, so 60 degree divided by 10, so it is 6 centimeter. So that also we can divide into the 6 equal parts. Then outstroke dwell is 20 degrees, so 20 degree divided by 10, so it will be 2 centimeter. Now lift of the follower is 40 mm, so 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm on y-axis of stroke or lift of the follower. So we can say that on y-axis it will be 4 centimeter that will get for the lift or stroke of the follower. So using this, first we will divide this particular into two parts. First one is the outstroke of 6 centimeter, then dwell for 2 centimeter and again outstroke for 6 centimeter. Then stroke is of 4 centimeter. Now we'll draw the vertical lines over here like this, and we'll start with our displacement diagram. So you can see theta outstroke is 60 degree, so it is 60 divided by 10, that is 6 centimeter. Outstroke dwell is of 20 degree, that is 20 divided by 10, that is 2 centimeter. And return stroke is 60 divided by 10, that is 6 centimeter, which we have shown. Stroke length is of 40 mm, so this vertical height is 4 centimeter, as you can see from the scale. So we'll complete the displacement diagram, outline of the displacement diagram. Now we have to divide this into 6 equal parts, suppose. So we'll divide it into 6 equal parts. So as you can see, these are the 6 equal parts which are made over here. Now we draw the vertical lines over here in this fashion. So similarly, we can draw the lines for the rest of the parts also using the scale. So we have divided the outstroke and return stroke into 6 equal parts. In between, it is having the outstroke dwell. Now we'll name this particular part. So 0 to 6 for the outstroke and 6 to 12 for the return stroke. Now for the uniform acceleration and retardation, we'll select the middle portion of this division, that is 3 in this case and 9 in this particular case, that is the return stroke. And then again we'll divide this 3 into 6 equal parts. So 3, this particular distance is 4 centimeter, 4 divided by 6, that is 0.666. So we can make a part of 0.666 and then we'll get the 6 equal parts over here. Now we'll join for uniform acceleration and retardation during the outstroke. We'll join in this particular fashion to draw the curve of uniform acceleration and retardation. So this line will intersect the first vertical line at this point. Then this line will intersect the second vertical line at this point. Third is already intersecting over here. Fourth vertical line will intersect to this fourth line which we have drawn, and fifth vertical line will be intersecting over here, correct, like this. And now draw a smooth curve passing through this. So this is the uniform acceleration and retardation during the outstroke. Now there is a dwell period over here, so that we have shown by this red line. So valve will remain in the fully open condition at this particular point and nothing will happen in this particular case. Now translate these 6 parts over here for the return stroke also. And now join this like this for the return motion of uniform acceleration and retardation. Now you can see this vertical line will intersect to this line over here, then the line from the 8th will intersect over here, 9th is already intersected, this second line will intersect over here, and this first line will intersect over here. Now draw a smooth curve passing through this, so we'll get the uniform acceleration and retardation during the return stroke. So this will complete our displacement diagram. Now as the outstroke is of 60 degree and return stroke is also of 60 degree, we'll divide this into 6 parts. So it will be 60 divided by 10, that will convert it into 6 parts. So we'll be drawing the 60 degree like this, correct? Then there is a return stroke, there is a dwell. So for what we'll do over here, we'll first draw the minimum radius of the cam of 4 centimeter, then prime circle radius which is of 6 centimeter, that circle we will draw. And now we have divided it into, for the outstroke which is 60 degree, 60 divided by 10, that is 6 equal parts, so 10 degree each, so it will convert the outstroke into 6 parts, correct? 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Then there is a dwell of 20 degree, so you can see over here, and again we will divide the return stroke into 6 equal parts. So first part, correct, up to 60 degree, that is for the outstroke, then this 20 degree dwell period, and then again for the return stroke we have divided into 6 equal parts. So 80 plus 60, that is 140 degree. And now the most important part, the displacement diagram now will be required to draw the cam profile, and first we'll draw only the outstroke. So I have shown only the outstroke part over here along with the dwell. Now concentrate on this diagram. So these are the vertical distances which are important for us. So you can see this small red line, this is the red line, this is the blue line that we have shown. So these distances are important for us, and those will be translated over here on this curve. The same procedure you have to follow for the return stroke also, so try to understand this properly. So we can say that this small distance is transmitted over here on the first line, this distance is translated over here on the second line, this is translated over here on the third line, then this distance will be on the fourth line, this distance will be on the fifth line, and this distance will be on the sixth line, correct, like that. So now using this, correct, so first we'll draw the roller over here. The first roller will be using this as a center, correct, we have drawn the roller. Now using this upper point, correct, of the end of the line, this red line, using that as a center, draw another circle, and again this as a center, draw another circle, using the end of this line and taking this as a center, draw the another circle. Similarly, you can see the pointer, this is our center, and draw the another circle of the roller radius is 20 centimeter, that is 20 mm, that is 2 centimeter. So again this as a center, draw the circle, this as a center, draw another circle. For the dwell period which is constant, draw the another circle, correct? And now we have to draw a smooth curve which is passing through this. So this is half of the cam profile that we have drawn over here. The same procedure you have to follow for the return stroke. So for the concentrate on this return stroke, so this line is important, this distance is important for us, this distance up to this part, correct? Then this blue line, this distance, and this distance, so which will be transmitting over here. Some distances they are already transferred. Now taking this as a center, draw the radius. Again, this thing, taking this as the center, draw the radius. This as the center, draw the radius. Now taking this as the center, draw another radius, and so on. And now draw a smooth curve passing through this. Now I will draw the pitch curve which is passing through the center of this. So this entire diagram, correct? This particular, it is the cam profile, and along with this base circle, this is the cam profile which will give us the required motion, that is outstroke of 60 degree, dwell of 20 degree, and return stroke of 20 degree, during which the required operation of the valve will take place. The imaginary line which will be passing through the center of the roller is known as the pitch curve. So we can give the names to this particular circle. So this is the base circle, which is the minimum circle, then prime circle, then this is the roller. Here there will be a roller follower. Then this is our original cam profile, which is to be manufactured to give the required motion, and this is the pitch curve. So in this way, we can draw the cam profile in case of roller follower. Thank you very much for watching.